Beep boop bop, it's Becca and welcome back to Baking with Becca. So today we're going to be making some vegan chocolate chip cookies. Now I know I already have a video that's called the best ever vegan chocolate chip cookies, but I lied. This one today is going to be the for real best recipe. I make it all the time, so it's going to be a great video, so here we go. So here are all of our ingredients for our cookies. Let's start over here. We have 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup of oil, 1/4 cup of rice milk, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. So we have our electric mixer here. I suggest using that because it makes it a lot easier. We're going to start off by mixing together our brown sugar and our oil. You just want to mix that together a little bit before adding any of the rest of the ingredients. Now that that is combined, we want to add in our rice milk and our vanilla. The vanilla is going to add so much good flavor. I'm so excited. Mix it up again. Okay, that looks so silky nice, and we're ready to add in our dry ingredients. Okay, so now we're going to add in all of our dry ingredients. You can just add them all in together before we turn the mixer back on. Now, I like this recipe because the cookies are kind of cakey. They're very dense, but they're also very soft. So I think it's a good combo and texture. And the salt. And go ahead and mix it up again. Okay, looking good. So now all we have to add is the chocolate chips. Okay, so I switched over to using a spoon so we can mix in our chocolate chips. Pour them all in. Chocolate chips is like about 1 cup, but you can use as many as you want. And mix it in as best you can. It doesn't really stick that well to the dough, but then when you're forming it into the balls to bake, you can just make sure that each has enough chocolate chips. Now make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Don't forget to do that. And now I have sprayed my baking sheet with a little bit of baking spray, and now we're ready to form our cookie dough balls. So I like to just use my hands and clump it together and make them about this big. And I like to use my hands because then I can literally like pick how many chocolate chips are going to go in each, and then make sure it sticks together nicely before they go in the oven. So I'm going to finish doing all of these. Okay, so now these are going to go into the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. You can tell that they're done because the bottom is going to be a very light brown. And they don't get very dark on the top, so they might look like they're a little bit raw, but they're not, don't worry. Okay, the cookies are done. They smell incredible. You have to make them to believe how good they smell. So this is the first half of the cookies that are done. They made a little bit over 2 dozen cookies. So it depends, again, how big you make them, how many you want. So I think we should try them. I want this one. Wow. Make sure you eat them while they're still warm. They are good later on, but while they're warm, the chocolate is still melty. It's so good. Also, I suggest using semi-sweet chocolate chips because it really balances out the cookie dough flavors. You can see in here like how soft it is and how gooey. Incredible. You guys should really try out this recipe. This is my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe, one of my favorite baking recipes that I ever make, so make sure to try it out. So I declare that these are the best ever chocolate chip cookies, but if you want to prove it to yourself, check out my other chocolate chip video recipe. The link is right up here, and you can compare and contrast them and see what you think. Make sure to also subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!